Welcome to the Transparent FX Academy. I'm Nick, and I'm a top author on TradingView with over 190k reputation points. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. This is the place to go for high-quality, free trading education. Now, without further ado, let's jump straight onto the charts. In this video, I want to speak about EURGBP because it's definitely time for an update, and at the moment we have quite interesting price action and structure. Now, first I will be covering the technical aspect of this market, then we will move to the order flow, and by the end of the video, by using the combination of these two different types of analysis, we will try to understand where we have the highest probabilities for the next potential move here on this pair. Now, starting from the monthly time frame, what we can see is that we have a market which at the moment is testing a quite strong level of previous monthly resistance, which is now turned support. Now, as the market is testing previous resistance turn support, more bullish price action could be created away from this area. Dropping down on the weekly time frame, what do we have? From a weekly perspective, we can notice how this level of previous weekly support, which was acting as support here, is now just getting tested once again. And from here, bullish price action could be expected. However, it is also important to keep in mind that on the top side, the market is as well bounded by this previous resistance, which currently, as the market is below it, is still acting as resistance. So from a weekly perspective, it is quite clear how we have a range-bound market. And unless we will see a break to the upside in this case, which would be preferable considering that the monthly time frame seems quite bullish, we cannot be looking for any kind of big moves here. So we would need to see a break above this resistance before then getting more bullish price action. Going down on the daily time frame, what do we have? Now, from a daily perspective, this is where things get quite interesting. Now, what we know is that when we have a market which is in a range, usually W and M formations are the most effective. In fact, I did speak about EURGBP when the market was here, explaining all the reasons for which this rejection to the downside was quite possible. And by the way, I will link in the description that previous analysis, so you can go and check it out for more free education. However, as the market has now actually made that move, where we could be looking for the next potential move. Now, it is important to keep in mind that the neckline of a W formation, by definition, is previous resistance turn support. So there is the possibility from here to see a rejection to the upside. However, again, here the market is bounded by the weekly resistance that we have previously identified. So only if we actually get a break above this high, only at that point, all the resistance would be broken to the upside. And at that point, if we actually get this break on the retest of this previous high, which is previous daily resistance turn support and also previous weekly resistance turn support, this is where we would have very good probabilities to see a potential rejection to the upside away from this area. Now, if we go and see what we have when it comes to the commitment of traders, so the COT data, which is what the non-commercials, so the biggest speculators in the market are doing, and we check the data specifically for the euro, what we can see is that with the last reports, net positions have been increased quite a lot. We went from having a quite low net positioning of minus 47k net positions with more shorts than longs on the institutional side of the market to now having the complete opposite with more longs than shorts with 150k net positions and 246k longs compared to only 96k shorts. So the euro is getting very bullish. We check the pound. We can see how the pound is actually getting decreased, going from minus 5k, which was the highest that we had, down to once again minus 18k. So the euro is getting strong, the GBP is getting weak, which is exactly what we need for a potential rejection to the upside. So we don't know if we actually get this move. From here, the market could continue lower. However, if we get the move on the retest, this is where we have our area of interest, inside of which we would have a good probability for a potential rejection to the upside. So if the market actually breaks and goes for this retest, how we could be approaching a potential move higher. Now, as usual, trading is reactive and not predictive. The monthly, weekly, and daily combined with the COT data, those are the best time frames from a directional perspective. However, when it comes to confirmations and entries, the best time frames are the intraday time frames, so 4-hour and lower. Therefore, what we could be doing is monitoring price action from an intraday perspective during this move to the downside, waiting for the market to shift from an intraday bearish market as we would have to an intraday bullish market. And if the market would shift from an intraday bearish to bullish market and provide to us one of our valid entries, at that point we could be looking for a potential rejection to the upside for the market to complete this impulse correction and impulse pattern to the upside. Now, if you want to learn more, you don't know what I'm speaking about when I say valid entries and these kind of things, that is all part of the mentorship program, the all-inclusive mentorship program, which you can find at transparentfxtrading.com. Here, you will see that you have an entire video presentation that I made breaking down exactly everything that you can access to, so all the courses, softwares, services that you gain access to. In fact, in the all-inclusive mentorship program, you have the possibility to gain access to all the courses, one-on-one private mentoring, the VIP market breakdowns with the Telegram signals, the COT data, which is the one that we used in this analysis, the COT data software, the trading station software, which puts together everything that you need as a trader all in one interface, the account funding program, in which essentially we cover the fees for you to apply for any prop firm that you want. However, you have to obviously have first graduated. And if you continue to scroll down the website, obviously you will see that you have the possibility to join directly from it and start the application. So I really suggest that at least you go and check it out at transparentfxtrading.com. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash that like button and comment below. It really does support the creation of more free analysis education and updates for all of you. And I will see you in my next breakdown.